Hello friends, welcome to another day of kart racing here on Vancouver Island. We just finished the first practice session and I won practice, so you know the rest of the day must be in the bag, right? Let's find out.
That's right, I was indeed fastest in practice 1 and practice 2, and so here I get to start at the front for qualifying, and the rest of the day went similarly great. I'm the best, it was all awesome at the end. Okay, maybe not exactly. To start with, starting qualifying at the front is maybe not actually ideal. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. Usually somewhere in one of the fast trains, but not right at the beginning of it, is the optimal place to be because you can make a little bit of a gap and then catch up through a lap. I mean, I'm not right at the front here, I'm behind Todd, so that's not too bad. And we were kind of thinking we'd try to take off and make a gap at the beginning and, you know, set a few laps by ourselves. We did end up mostly doing that along with Charlotte on the outlap, so by this first flying lap it was just the three of us. However, it turned out the three guys behind us ended up doing something very similar, so all 6 of us finished with qualifying times within a couple of tenths, and actually 2 through 6 were all 56.9s, including me. However, I ended up somehow managing to be 6th out of those 6 with almost an identical time to the 4 people in front of me. So, got some work to do in the pre-final. And starting on the outside row, it's not going to be easy, but ideally I would like to make up a place or 2 right off the bat. Certainly not getting any help from behind on the start there, though. I don't know if Jake's clutch just isn't biting or what, but he is dropping off. Fortunately, up front, our row got a good start, so we are getting a little bit of a jump. And most importantly, we survived the first corner, and we do make up a place as well, so good start. Whoop! Todd widening the track a little bit there. Okay, not a bad first lap. A little bit of a gap ahead of Todd up to Dustin there that I would like to close up. And if possible, we could open up the gap behind, but doesn't look like that's going to happen right now. Still, we got lots of time, so I'm happy to just be patient and take the opportunities as they come. Don't need to force anything here. I say. So Todd looks like he might try to force one in there. Whoa! Okay. Yeah, this is still fine. Close this back up as soon as we get to the corner here, I think. And now it's Dustin flirting with the edge of the track. Okay, let's push him back up to the 3 in front so that we're there for when an opportunity arises. Oh, Todd going for another one, looks like. That appears to be his favorite spot to make those moves. File that one away. Oh, are we close enough to follow this train through? 2, maybe just about. All right, looks good. Somehow I doubt Charlotte's going to be content to just sit back there for very long. Oh yeah, there she goes immediately. And just breezes by with that slingshot down the Right. Yeah, so I guess Preston tried to follow her through there, and the gap was already very much closed by then. So he ended up going to the back corner of me. He got the worst of it by far, but I got it pretty bad too. Punted through the gravel. As you might be able to hear, some part of the cart is scraping on the ground now, and in particular it's not turning right very well, so I'm trying to figure out just how broken it is, if I need to go off, or if I can try and finish the race and at least salvage something here. Yeah, it's just drifting out to the side on those right-handers. And we've got the yellow as Preston is still beached up at corner 1 there after that incident. Anyway, the cart did seem drivable though, so I decided to keep going and salvage what I could. The drag was pretty significant though, so it was basically flat out everywhere, or just about, and just trying to hold these guys behind me, which I just about managed to do. I'll skip ahead to the last lap here because me struggling around in a broken cart probably isn't super entertaining. But anyway, yeah, I got to the end here, and I thought I'd done just about enough to hold them off, and had a little bit of a gap, so open up the corner here, and then I guess I underestimated just how slow my draggy cart was, because Jackson makes actually a pretty good move here and just slides it in. At the time, it felt like quite a dive bomb, but watching it back, I think it was just a good pass. So, good on him, and I think this leaves me in about 8th place or so for the final, where I've got even more work to do. Fortunately, it turned out there was nothing significantly wrong with the cart, just a chunk of gravel had gotten stuck under one of the skid plates and was forcing it down into the ground. So it improved slightly through the pre-final session as I machined it away on the pavement. But between sessions, got some help from Todd and got them to get the gravel out and get the metal bent back into shape, so we should be good now. Or as good as ever, anyway. Let's have a good corner 1. Alright, survived the first corner again. Briefly looked like we might be in for more, but I think we do pick up a couple places at least to end up in 6th here, and just starting to maybe open up a gap behind, so not a bad start. And I like that. We're going to go for one more right away as the opportunity presents. And get a little bump from him, that's nice. Oh, maybe another one too? No, not quite. He's not going to let everybody go by there. Fair enough. That does get us right back in the train, though. With the overspeed I had there and him falling off the cart's head a little bit, that might have been a space to take Todd's favorite pass that we saw a couple times in the pre-final. I think that would have been a pretty good opportunity there, but I'm going to stick behind for now. Oh, I was hoping I might get a little bump from behind to make it happen there, but not quite happening. Yep, this is looking promising. Oh, but just sort of run out of gear there, side by side. Yeah, that's not going to happen. It was gaining so quickly that it felt like I'd be able to get right alongside before the corner, but with him having the draft and me hitting kind of the top of my rev range, just kind of ran out of steam, and probably smart to back out of that one. Train going a bit defensive down the back straight here, so might not be any easy passes to be had there. And you can hear me scrubbing a little bit through that last corner. I'm going to have to clean that up. and then too conservative through that one. That was pretty good. Oh, if I'd been a little bit closer there, though, I could have just snuck right in. That's too bad. Still trying to turn just a little bit too much over the crest there and scrubbing. And again, a bit conservative through there, but better than the last lap. Better. I remember noticing that the first couple of times through there during the race and consciously correcting it, so that's nice. Once again, when things open up there a little bit, though, if I'd been just a touch closer, might have been able to take advantage, but we will just keep waiting for the right opportunity. I do wonder if I should try more into here. Not this lap, it wouldn't work, but in general, it's not a place I usually think to pass. Oh, again, if I'd been a little bit closer to get some overlap there. Am I going for it anyway? I am going for it anyway. And looks like that is going to work out. Hopefully you just close up in front here. I think we will. It's actually kind of nice for me that they're going defensive down the straight here, so I can be defensive as well while maintaining that draft. And hopefully we learned for good how to do this corner. Yeah, that was good. I might have actually, maybe should have just gone for the pass there as well. I think I could have got fully alongside by this bend here and been closed right up to Charlotte by the end of the straight. Alright, we'll just join this freight train. Oh, one more gonna squeeze in behind too. Two more? Is everybody going by? Ouch. Hopefully this isn't a repeat of when this happened last time. And once again, I think I should have just gone for the pass there. Like, I don't know why not. I could have been right up in second behind Todd. This is really helpful going through this. Next time I'm gonna watch this video back beforehand and be aware of those opportunities. You know, or so I tell myself. I often end up thinking that way watching the video and then somehow manage to make many of the same mistakes the next race. Perhaps even a bit of foreshadowing there. Oh, there goes Charlotte again. I almost wonder if she left that little gap at the end of the chicane there to have the slingshot intentionally, but regardless, it worked very well. Once again, I think I had the speed differential there that I could have just pulled alongside. Alright, getting toward the end of the race here, so just throwing a little bit of a defensive look there to discourage any ambitious moves. Same thing again there. Doesn't cost me anything to go a little bit to the inside. I mean, it cost me this little bit of separation here, so maybe if an opportunity had opened, but I know they go defensive down this whole straight anyway. Okay, there we go. That's what I've been wanting all race. And yeah, look how well that works. Would have been nice if I'd done it when I was a little bit closer to these two, but they're going to fight. Oh, gap opens up. Oh, no, that's tight. No, that cost me. Oh, no, now I'm fighting. The carts on both sides. Looks like I fend off one of them at least. Oh, Dustin gets a little bit loose there, but no way around. Oh, and I'm going to try and force one in here. This might work, but no, he squeezes me smart. And I lose momentum again. I've got two carts on the inside of me now, which I didn't realize until I looked over there. I was squeezing them a bit and then had to give a little bit of space. One sneaks through, one I managed to hold off, and that is it. Fighting for second at the beginning of the last lap there, and gonna have to settle for fifth, or actually fourth, because there was one DQ ahead of me. So yeah, that's my race. A little bit of poor luck with, you know, the qualifier being roughly on the same pace, but starting further back, and then obviously getting punted in the pre-final. But, you know, I also made a little bit of my own poor luck. I had the pace, but I think I just passed up on too many opportunities and then tried to force some non-opportunities, which also cost me. But as always, I feel like I have taken some lessons from the experience, at least. Unfortunately, the next race at this track, anyway, isn't for a couple months yet, so I'm gonna have to file those memories away and maybe watch this video back in a little while. But before that, I hope you enjoy it. Kindly like and subscribe and such if you do. And when we finally do get out there next time, I hope to see you out there. Well, not quite the finish I would have liked, but that was a really fun race. A whole lot better than the pre-final. We'll take it.